Hello, I'm Matt Warner and I'm one of the software product managers at Future Facilities. And I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to check your CFD model of a data center in Six Sigma Roomlight and how you can create sophisticated and detailed reports and share them. So let's have a look at the software. Looking at the task guide in this model, we can see that there are 6 tasks for your data center model and analysis. The first 4 lead you through how you create the model, and these have all been done. So we're going to concentrate today on tasks 5 and 6, which is analysis and reporting. So looking first at the analysis task, we can see that a CFD solution has been done. So what is left to do is to start interacting with the model, looking at some different plots on cabinets and floor grills and air conditioning units maybe, and understanding how good your design is and how resilient it is. After that, we'll create some automatic reports. So first of all, we'll look at cabinet level plots. And I'll use the wizard, an easy way to get a feel for your model and seeing what's going on. Now there are several different plot types you can see in the wizard here, and we're going to go straight to the most important one, which is the inflow temperature on your cabinets. If I spin our 3D model around, and we can zoom in a little bit, what we can see here is the inflow temperature into the front of every cabinet within your data center. So this is really the key to your judging whether your design is going to be resilient, because this is the temperature of the air that is going to be going into your IT equipment. So you can see it's very easy there to create that plot and check on your design. Looking at another plot, let's have a look at the floor grills and see how well the air is being delivered into our data center. So again, I'm going to launch the wizard, and this gives me a set of useful plots again. And we can start by looking at whether we have any downflow, any air going down into our raised floor in the data center. This is an important plot to look at because if we have air going down, that means we are sucking down warm air into our raised floor, and we're going to deliver that somewhere else in our data center. So having looked at that, we can look at the net flow in our data center. And as we normally expect, we see a difference in the delivery of airflow throughout the floor space. So we can very quickly get a handle on that. We can change the units of any of these plots by simply right-clicking on this legend and changing our units. So let's have a look in CFM to see if we're more familiar with that. We can look now at pressure difference. That's another common one to look at in a data center. A data center design will typically have a required pressure difference between the underfloor and the main data hall. So you can quickly look across your space and make sure that you are meeting those requirements. Okay, so we've seen how we can use the wizards to interrogate the model and quickly get a feel for the quality of our design. I'm going to skip on now to task 6, which is reporting. And this is a pretty simple tool, and what it can do is take any of those plots that you have created or looked at and put them simply into a PowerPoint report, and you can configure your own reports. So let's take a look at the wizard there. I have 2 reports already created, a full report which shows me everything the software can report on, and a shorter report here. I can take a look at any of these plots that I've shown you, and I can simply choose which ones I want and which ones I don't want. And then at the end, I can go down to the bottom and click on Create PowerPoint Report. So I simply give that a name, and I'll save it. And what we'll see here is the software generating all of these different plot types that I've specified, and it's going to put that into a PowerPoint report, and that will fire up when we're finished. So this creates a PowerPoint report which can then be edited and distributed in your normal way. You can see all of the images that we've looked at already, and the images are all centered, of the right size, and ready for you to create your typical PowerPoint report to share with customers or internally.